Hope you're having a good day today, this wonderful Wednesday. I've got a question for you. If you had a dollar bill and someone said, you cannot have the full dollar, but I'll give you 80 cents if I can keep 20, or you can have nothing at all, what would you do? Well, that's kind of where we are sitting at right now in this fiscal cliff that everybody keeps talking about, this disaster that we're facing come the 1st of January, when all the Bush cuts and tax credits and all that falls off the board, and we have a $1 trillion increase in taxes and deductions, the whole gamut that you keep hearing about from the Congress and from the president about how we're going to get off this fiscal cliff. Well, that's exactly what it is. It is a situation of, do you give up 20 cents and get 80 cents on the dollar? Or if you want to put it another way, do you give up 20% of what you want to get 80% of what you want? Some people call this compromise. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I think that's the best thing to do, but I want to tell you this. Right now, Congress has no plan. Right now, the president has no plan. As we sit today, come January 1st, that fiscal cliff is going to see a line of people and businesses jumping off of it. Now, metaphorically speaking, that's not true. That's not true. What's going to happen? The worst could happen. We'll go into another recession. We will be hurting. Let's don't jest about that. We will be hurt. Will the country go bankrupt? Will we go to heck in a handbasket? I don't think so. But we will see some hard times. There's no doubt about that. There'll be some people lose jobs, and unemployment rates will go up. There'll be a hard time for some of the smaller businesses. The very rich, strong companies will not be hurt that much. They are prepared. But the small companies, the medium-sized companies, they will be the ones that end up being hurt. Now, what are we going to do about this? Well, John Boehner, the Republican Speaker of the House, says that we may be willing to talk a little bit about taxes, but at the same time, we need to talk about cutting spending. Well, the only two places that we can really do any significant cuts is in Medicare and Social Security, or that's what people would lead us to believe. You know, if people wanted to, there's no doubt in my mind that we could cut spending in many different areas. It's a matter of doing it. It's a matter of not playing the political games that are being played. Do we have to cut taxes? We don't have to cut taxes. Do we have to raise taxes? I don't know. I don't think we do. I think if we can cut the spending, if we can cut the loopholes, if we can cut the deductions in the tax code, revamp the tax code as a big pocket. Let's get into that pocket and clean it out. That may be what we need to do, is just completely redo the tax code. Now, here's the big issue. There's no way we can do that before January the 1st. Is there any stop gaps? Probably so. Congress and the president can do whatever they decide they want to do if they will do it. If Congress and the Senate works together and comes up with a proposal that will show promise at the end of the tunnel that something's going to be done, then perhaps the president will go along with it. But I will tell you this, two hard heads will never get anything accomplished. And that's what we have right now. Now, personally, I think there needs to be some give on both sides. I think we have to cut spending. We have to cut spending. You cannot continue spending money you do not have. Do we try to recoup it all by jumping off this fiscal cliff? I don't think so. I think we need to come up with some alternative method, or at least a stopgap method that will get us over this and get time to do something. But will Congress commit to doing that? I know there's a lot of people out there saying, well, Bill, you sure sound like you're talking about compromising to me. You sound like you're compromising. You sound like you're wanting to throw in the towel and let the president have his way. I'm telling both of them need to get their sweat towels out and throw them in the middle and say, hey, time out. Let's come up with a legitimate plan. Folks, they had this whole last year to come up with a plan, but they were too busy politicking, campaigning to keep their jobs. If I had my way about it, I would say we need to get rid of every one of them and start all over. Let's find some people that want to get in there and find a solution. But that's impractical too. We just had elections. The people spoke. Look what we got. Now you got to live with it. So, the bottom line, nothing's going to change unless the Senate, the House particularly, and the President get their heads out of the earth, out of the hole in the ground, sit down, and make it work. It can be done if they want to. If they want to. If they don't, then folks, yes, we're in peril. We are in financial peril. We will be hurting. There will be people that hurt. There will be some that are hurt very seriously. We'll see some companies go completely out of business. There's no doubt about it. We will see unemployment go back up. There's no doubt about it. We'll see financial institutions back in trouble. No doubt about it. Will we have funds, and will they try to jump in and provide more bailouts? Oh, boy. I hope not. I hope not. But if they don't, we're even in deeper trouble. So, yes, we are standing on the verge of a fiscal cliff. Do we jump and let the chips fall where they do? Or do we try to regroup and solve this before it becomes a big issue, a bigger issue, a serious issue? Time will tell. In my opinion, I think we will come up with something. I'm anxious to see what, but I will tell you this. November the 28th is not that far from January the 1st. Good luck. I hope you get it taken care of. Thank y'all for visiting me in the Pickle Barrel, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.